first met Mario back in February, when he was seriously considering a vote for Donald Trump. He was undecided, with previous votes for George W. Bush, Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Biden. At the last minute, he broke for Kamala Harris. But today, he's not upset about the results.
I'm kind of like more happy than upset. Why? Because Donald Trump is going to help the country with the economy.
The whole household is happy. Mireya and their 29-year-old son, Mario Jr., did vote for Trump.
Initially, I would say I did not agree with him. And then I started seeing that he was not afraid to speak his mind. And I noticed that he was not scared to say what he felt, regardless of what people would say. And I think I respect that about him.
So you liked his kind of brashness, his personality?
Yeah, I would say yes.
They're not alone. Across the country, Donald Trump made huge inroads with Latino voters. According to NBC exit polls, 55% of Latino men nationwide voted for Trump, a 19-point jump from 2020. Among Latina women like Mireya, an 8-point gain. And while Vice President Harris won a slight majority of the Latino vote overall, Trump increased his support 14 points from the last election. The top issue among Latino voters, like it is for the Alvarez family, the economy, with immigration a distant fourth. Mario and Mireya both crossed the border illegally as teenagers, but became citizens under President Ronald Reagan's amnesty. They see themselves as different from migrants crossing the border today. In what way do you think they're different?
The people that are coming here are the criminals, you know? The ones that did something bad in their country, they're running away from their law.
Despite having close family members who are undocumented,
migrant invasion,
they don't believe they'll end up in Trump's crosshairs. When you hear Trump promise mass deportations, do you worry about that?
Yes and no. Because the ones that I know, they're doing good. They're not breaking any laws.
I believe he's going to start deporting all the bad people.
Now, that news report said that her and her husband came here illegally. They obtained their citizenship by way of Ronald Reagan's amnesty program. So they weren't born here, okay? So when you think about this denaturalization program that Stephen Miller is going to put into place, when they talk about deporting millions of people, that includes them. They weren't born here. So they're going to take away their citizenship and they are going to deport these people as well. How do I know? Because they told us. Stephen Miller told us. This right here is Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson is the content creator that got outed by the Department of Justice for taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Russia by way of a Russian entity called Russia Today. This right here, this is Mike Davis. He's at the top of the list to become the country's attorney general under the new Trump administration. Yes, he is slated to become Merrick Garland. Yes. And I want you to look at the glee on their faces. And I'm going to show you what they are talking about as to what has them so gleeful. Is it around immigration? Absolutely.
never called for lava to rain down from the heavens, but maybe upon Washington, D.C., would you be that sweet red hot lava for us?
I've never been called sweet, and you call me Sweet Ginger, so I think I meant then. During my 3-week reign of terror as Trump acting attorney general, before I get chased out of town with my Trump pardon, I will rain hell on Washington, D.C. We've talked about this, Ben. I have 5 lists ready to go, and they're growing. List number 1, we're going to fire. We're going to fire a lot of people in the executive branch and the deep state. Number 2, we're going to indict. We're going to indict Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and James Biden and every other scumball, sleazeball Biden, except for the 5-year-old granddaughter who they refused to acknowledge for 5 years until the political pressure got to Joe Biden. Number 3, we're going to deport. We're going to deport a lot of people, 10 million people and growing, anchor babies, their parents, the grandparents. We're going to put kids in cages. It's going to be glorious. We're going to detain a lot of people in the D.C. Gulag and Gitmo. And list number 5, I'm going to recommend a lot of pardons. Every January 6th defendant is going to get a pardon, especially my hero, Horn Man. He is definitely at the top of the pardon list.
We actually went out and have some other...
We're going to have to stay hydrated through these perilous times. Did you notice he said during his 3 weeks of being the Attorney General, he called himself the future acting Attorney General. Why? Because he knows his plans and policies and what he intends to do is so diabolical that he knows he's going to be asked to resign or he's going to be fired. But that won't happen until after all of the damage is done. So for all of you that get down in my comment section talking about legal citizens won't be affected, they're only going after the criminals, baby, they're going after all of you. Look into denaturalization. Educate yourself on denaturalization. If you were not born here, if your mother was not a citizen, you out of here, baby. And even that may not save you. And I promise you, him nor anyone in his administration will give a flying fuck that you voted for him. He nor anyone in his administration will look at you as one of the good ones. Yeah, look into denaturalization of citizenship and then read Project 2025. It's too late to do anything about it, but at least you'll be educated on what is coming and you'll know that it was your vote for Donald Trump that put all of that in motion.